Muscular Development Latino with Dave Palumbo and Sergio Fernandez, finalista aquí en MDLatino.com en Rio de Janeiro 2015-2015 Arnold, Brazil. Sergio, I know there was a tough fight, over 26 competitors in the over 100 kilos class.
Yeah. Aquí estamos en el Arnold Classic, finalista, con 16 personas compitiendo, 16 competidores muy duros, con la supervisión de Dave Palumbo, mi equipo también de Galicia, de España, Valencia, Zamore Team, Miriam Sánchez, José Moreno, os quiero mucho, todos mis entrenadores y amigos que me ayudaron, y como no, Muscular Development Latino.
16 competitors. Now, I was here with you last year at the Arnold Classic Brazil, and there were not 16 over 100-pound heavyweights.
No, the competition this year was so deep. The lineup, I couldn't believe how many good guys were in the lineup, and Sergio was the only guy in the top 6 who was not from South America.
That's right.
And so that was a big feather in his cap, I think.
Absolutely. I don't want to say that there was favoritism or anything like that, but something could have, gone one way where it could have gone another or something like that, and that often happens, and that's part of the IFBB Amateur. It is tough to get a pro card.
It's gotten tougher and tougher, and people think these Arnold amateurs, Olympia amateurs are easy. I got news for you. Some of these shows are tougher than the United States
That's
NBC
right.
Nationals.
Yeah.
I think more talent is coming out of Europe and South America, bodybuilding-wise, than anywhere else. I think the United States is losing talent to the men's physique division. So I think we're going to see the greatest bodybuilders coming out of these international countries, and that's going to make these Arnold amateurs that much more difficult as the years progress.
Well, yeah, definitely the sport is growing. Sergio knows he's been a big influence in Spain and Europe. Now in the Dominican Republic, ¿cómo fue eso que formaste grupo de la República Dominicana, de la delegación dominicana?
Bueno, tú sabes que yo tengo familia allí, tengo muchos amigos, y además de ello, pues creo que hay que hacer algo porque estos países que no le llega tanta información crezcan, que lo que es el deporte siga creciendo. Y bueno, vamos a hacer un proyecto que te voy a adelantar algo. Vamos a empezar a dar unos seminarios en República Dominicana con Tony Peña. Estuvimos hablándolo ya para que el equipo de caballos de carrera de República Dominicana cada vez sea más grande y fuerte.
Yeah, Serge is telling us that now he's part of the Dominican Federation, and we know that the Dominican Republic has been producing a lot of talent. We saw 2 of those guys last night.
I mean, Victor Martinez, Juan Morel out of Dominican Republic. I mean, John De La Rosa, Dominican Republic. So we know that the genetics are great down there. That might be tougher than Spain.
Yeah, absolutely. The Dominican Republic, there's no shortage. The IFBB is growing in the Dominican Republic. They just had an event, I think over 350 amateur athletes, and it wasn't even a national event. I mean, these are record numbers. You got to remember, that's half of an island shared with Haiti.
I mean, the population, there's like one great bodybuilder for every 10 people there.
Yeah.
I mean, the United States is one for every million,
Yeah. So it's very interesting experience how, being an NPC champion in Florida, the Europa Games, we remember that last year, and then, doing a Mr. Olympia Amateur, I think that's where you hooked up with Dave, and you guys saw eye to eye on some things, and now here in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Ya, claro, ahora estamos en el Arnold Brasil, muy contento con esta 6ª posición. Tú sabes que es un día más, yo me siento profesional desde el minuto 1, no me hace falta tener una tarjeta. Es un día más, vamos a seguir cabalgando, vamos a seguir corriendo, lo dicho con Víctor Luna, vamos a seguir haciendo los campeonatos que quedan esta temporada y a luchar por nuestro Pro Card.
Okay, this is the $1 million question. What's next?
Well, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk about what improvements need to be made, what show he should do strategically speaking.
I can get nosy like you get nosy at people on camera, dude. I get chismoso. You always say chismoso acá. No, because this is very interesting experience. We have a little bit of, 2 different publications here working together. Who knows what could happen?
I don't have any problems working with anyone. I'm about no exclusivity. I know you feel the same way, Ken. I want to work with everyone because we're all in this trying to, make a buck and broadcast the sport so that the fans out there who are watching gets the best coverage. If it means collaborating, if it means helping each other at different events, then that's great for the fans, and that's what I'm all about.
We just got to make sure we get those press passes.
That's right. And they let us into the arena.
Finally.
I always feel like the redheaded stepchild no matter where I go.
No, you're not alone. It happens to the best of us. So, pues Sergio, parece que es una relación por dar mucho fruto en el futuro. ¿Tus siguientes pasos?
Vamos a seguir trabajando ahora. El próximo campeonato que tengo creo que va a pasar para el mes de octubre. Pero nada, me quedo ahora mismo en San Paulo para hacer unos seminarios, ayudar a la gente que no le llega tanta información, a que sepan manejar pues eso, la dieta, el entrenamiento, que sepan utilizar la medicación sin hacerse daño y que lleguen a su máximo rendimiento.
But Dave, I'm going to ask him where his social media is, where he can follow him at, because you're his coach now, so.
Where you can follow me?
You can follow Sergio. I mean, he's the guy you're going to be pushing now.
Well, Sergio will be doing a lot with rxmuscle.com. Obviously, we're going to do a lot of training videos. We want to do a lot of informational type seminars. And because you know what, him and I were talking, and between the Latin community and the English-speaking community, no one knows what the freak they're doing. And there's so much misinformation out there that it's important, I think, that we disseminate correct science, how to do nutrition, diet, and supplementation, so that people do things safely and get the best and most effective results. And I think that's going to be the best aspect of our collaboration.
Inform the industry.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about education.
Absolutely. Sergio, ¿dónde los lectores de MDLatino te pueden seguir en las redes sociales?
Bueno, me encuentran en mi página web www.sergiofernandezcoach.com. Ahí podéis entrar, podéis contratarme para poder asesoraros y después, como no, en MDLatino podéis encontrar todos mis artículos que escribo para que vosotros podáis tener la última información y podáis hacer este deporte de una manera sana, de una manera activa y muy productiva.
Hasta la próxima y
nunca te des por vencido.
Good, that's a wrap. It's about the right time, under 6 minutes. I don't want to make it too long. Yeah.